Another successful nether trip, and I think we have enough netherite to start growing the stuff now. My maths are probably wrong, but we'll head back to the colony and see. Nope, they were pretty spot on, so we have enough netherite to start growing it. Perfect. An infinite source of ancient debris. Right, my idiots, what have we been getting up to whilst I've been gone? A new builder, Jerome, has been out here constructing one of our new courier huts. We are 99% done with it, and just playing in the water at the moment. We were able to construct the mechanics hut without it interfering with the stonemason build, so it's now up for us. But I don't think we have any spare idiot to become our mechanic. Oh no, we do. We now have Deanna as our mechanic. Welcome in. We have yet another new builder with Michael, who is constructing the Glassblower hut for us at the moment. I don't think he's actually started the work for this yet, but the hut will be placed just out here with the house build just being built behind it, and eventually the concrete mixer to the side once we complete the research for it. Well, that was nice timing. The university is now finally level 3, so we can conduct level 3 researches within it whenever our researchers aren't unaliving themselves. I've started the pave the road research to unlock the concrete mixer's hut, as well as a potentially important research with builder modes, which will allow me to select different builder mode styles for the builders, which I hope that the Hilbert building style will allow them to sort the water a lot faster than the way they're doing it. But we'll change them over to that and see once that research has finished. Although we did just get this courier set up there, I think we may have just moved over the only free idiot in the colony to become our mechanic. Yes, we did, unfortunately. Although we still do have space within the colony for another 4 citizens, another 4 potential recruits from the tavern build. So welcome in Ewan, welcome in Barney, welcome in Elisiter, and they have become a courier and researchers for us. We do have another courier hut within the warehouse which we need to construct. I've already assigned a work order for it, so I think one of those new idiots picked up the job as a student within the library, and once we get that courier constructed, I'll move them on from being a student and move them into it. So that's 4 couriers then for us, and I do see you down there, Creeper, and a humanoid golem was slain to it. I didn't even know I had a golem. What I think I'm going to do is maybe change over our guards from being knights to, say, being archers. Maybe using a bow and ranged is going to be a better defensive measure against those ocean creepers, seeing as golems are bloody useless by the looks of it. And we have another potential recruit for the colony. Welcome in, Lilies. She may pick up the job as a student or maybe as an archer. Either or, I don't really care at this moment. She has picked up the job as an archer. And that's our researchers made their breakthrough. They now understand pave the road. The concrete mixer. Finally. I think we'll get Jerome coming out to construct this for us, seeing as Michael is still working on the glassblower at the moment. Or should be working on the glassblower, I should say. We are working on the hut at the moment. We are just putting in all of the foundations for the stilts, which I will assist with here. There's another breakthrough. That is our builder modes, which I would like to try. So just now, the builders are using a default construction strategy. What I'm going to do is change that over to Hilbert. The default building style basically starts them off on one end and they continue in a straight line to the other end to do their buildings that way. Hilbert is a bit different in the fact that they will concentrate more in one area before moving over into another one. I'll see if I can catch the builders doing it. It's a lot easier to show you than try explain that style. Basically, Hilbert is the one that you want to go for. Although how the builders will then act whenever we have this water sorting nonsense to do with Hilbert, I will need to see that in action as well, actually. Default may be the best building style for them, but we'll check later. We have a new request from Michael for some framed glass fin walls. That is using white concrete and glass. And of course, both of those materials are for the buildings that we are currently constructing. So I will just make up a few of these blocks here by hand. Jerome has picked up another courier's hut and is 100% supplied for it, just 66% done with it. And now that it's raining, he's not going to do much of anything. Thanks, game. And of course I can't even sleep. Great. Well, I suppose I best make myself useful and go give Michael the last 2 items he's requesting in, even though he won't construct anything whilst it's raining. We do actually have quite a lot on the work order list for these guys to get through at the moment. Mainly upgrades to level 2 and 3, but quite a few new buildings going in, which is always pleasing. I think at this stage of the colony, we pretty much have in all of the automation builds that we're going to require for quite some time. So what we're going to need to concentrate on soon is more of the agricultural side of the colony. Farms, husbandry buildings, composter, plantations and the likes. Why is there just a random slime out in the middle of the water? I have already looked into those type of builds and have a rough idea of how I would like to set up our agricultural sector. So I think what I'm going to concentrate on is maybe placing in some more infrastructure just so that we can set these type of buildings up in the future. That is something that I will look into in the offline. For today, I will settle just with getting up the glassblower and maybe the concrete mixer, seeing as these 2 buildings are going to be incredibly helpful for all of our future builds here as well. The rain has finally stopped and Jerome is now 99% done with yet another new courier's hut. And I see that Michael now has in everything to construct the glassblower's hut, which I'm hoping this will give me the opportunity to show off this Hilbert building style, which he is not doing at the moment. I think this is because he's already started the build with the default setting. Well, we're 50% done with this, so once he has finished it off, he should move on to do the concrete mixer, and we'll see that building style in action then. Or maybe we'll get Jerome picking up something new then, seeing as he should start using that new building style. Jerome has picked up the concrete mixer's hut. Oh yeah, I assigned him that, didn't I? Well, I think we'll just observe Jerome instead to see this Hilbert building style in action. And yes, technically this building is floating at the moment, but I will come out at another point and fix it up. Michael has just finished off with the glassblower hut. Thank you very much. We have the same old issue of not having anyone to come work as the glassblower for us yet, unless I unassign someone. Farquhar, the crusher isn't really doing much for us at the moment because I've not set it up right. So let's maybe just fire you for the moment and you can go pick up the job as our glassblower. Or maybe not, he became a researcher instead. I forgot we had that idiot die at the beginning. Alrighty then, Sinavo, the sifter, you are unrequired for the moment. Go pick up the glassblower job. And I think we're in good time here to see Jerome with this building style. Basically, as you can see, he's placing down these blocks in more of a pattern than just left to right, which I think is already proving to be a much faster building style than the default one. With Hilbert, they basically concentrate on just little areas at a time rather than going backwards and forwards, so little areas like this will be built up pretty quick, just as he kind of moves around in the same area. I know it looks as if Michael's trying to escape at the moment, but he's actually constructing a new house for us, which is a little bit further away from where we're standing at the moment, because I was hoping he would pick up a bridge decoration in the meantime, which will eventually connect the house building to the glassblower's hut. But, you know, they know best. I've just realised that Sinavo did not pick up the job as the glassblower. Let me guess, she picked up the job as a crusher? No, she didn't actually. What did she pick up? She picked up the job of an archer. No. Unless that frees up a bed slot for another idiot, which it doesn't. So, no. You're now the glassblower. And as usual, we'll need to assign you a fuel to use, which will be coal. And really stupidly, we actually need to teach this idiot how to make glass. So if you get sand and you take that over, you can make glass with it. And come to think of it, we should maybe automate the creation of sand, which is going to involve the use of our crusher, who I just fired. I don't have any researches going on at the moment, so what we're going to do is come in and fire you. So Losuke, who has picked up the job as a student, I will hire you over as the crusher instead. And I know that he can then turn cobblestone into gravel and then that gravel into sand, which in turn will then go to feed our glassblower whenever they request in any sand to make glass. All we're going to need out then is cobblestone, which the miner next door should still be getting for us. Holy crap, does this go deep? And this is quite hypnotic actually. We are still travelling further downwards. This isn't an optical illusion. This is just taking for bloody ever. But I see Alan the guard down here, and I think the miner is just around the corner, mining up deep slate, which the crusher can't do anything with deep slate yet. Not until we upgrade his building a few more levels and then unlock some research for it. We still clearly have quite a lot of work to do around here before true automation, but we're slowly getting there with it. Just as Jerome is getting on with the concrete mixer set. We are now 98% done with the construction, just doing the water sorting, which I'm hoping with the Hilbert style, the water sorting shouldn't take too long to do. And huzzah, that's the concrete mixer finally complete. So that's now our glasswork and our concrete now automated. Or at least they will be once we get up this new house and we get a spare idiot in to become our concrete mixer.